This is Parent Rights in Special Education, a public service announcement by Matt Regier for Remington High School. In order to talk about parental rights, we need to know who parents are. Of course, natural or biological parents qualify, but so do adoptive parents, a person acting as a parent, a legal guardian, an officially appointed advocate, or a foster parent. And parents have rights. Court cases consistently protect a parent's right to make choices for their children, presuming that parents possess what a child lacks in maturity, experience, and capacity for judgment required for making life's difficult decisions. The courts rightly assume that parents are and want to be partners in their child's education. The best support for each child starts with family engagement and meaningful involvement in their child's education. As part of that partnership, parents have rights. Several of those are listed below as part of the Parent Bill of Rights from Show Me KC Schools. Parents are entitled to timely, clear communication from the school through official channels. They're entitled to explanations about school content and procedures and curriculum. They're entitled to active, meaningful engagement as a partner in their child's learning. Their children are entitled to an environment free from physical, emotional, or psychological harm. Parents are entitled to transparency on funding and policy so that they know how their schools are being governed. They're entitled to advocate for their children without repercussion, access to teachers and principals through email and meetings, and access to services to help their children succeed in schools. Many of those rights are outlined more specifically in the Individuals with Disabilities in Education Act, or IDEA. This act ensures students a free appropriate public education, or FAPE, through their local school district. Students are entitled to be placed in the least restrictive environment, or the environment closest to the general education classroom that allows them to succeed. Parents have the right to prior written notice and informed consent to almost all decisions in the IEP process for their student. Initial evaluations, reevaluations, initial service offerings, and any substantial changes to services all require parental consent, bringing them in as a partner in their child's learning. There are bound to be disagreements and concerns at some point during the special education process, and that can be very frustrating and disappointing for parents. But it's important that they contact the classroom teacher and/or the special education teacher first, and to remember that they're partners as parents and teachers in the education of the children. If that doesn't work, they can always contact the administrator in charge of the teacher and the student program. The next step is to file a complaint with the district, and then finally to file a due process complaint with the state and a request for an impartial due process hearing. Parents, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it was informative for you and that it answered some of your questions about special education. As always, please remember that we want to be your teammate and partner in helping your child to succeed, and that we are willing to go to great lengths to help you out in that regard. As parents, you have rights, and if you have more questions about those rights, feel free to ask our office or to look on the KSDE website for more information. We look forward to continuing to work with you to help your student and all of our students succeed. You can find here the references for this slideshow. Thanks again, parents, for watching. I hope it was informative for you, and I look forward to continuing to partner with you for the success of your child.